Thank you, Lord Source God, creator of all that ever is, was, will be, or could be, for these perfect messages for the zodiac sign placements in the birth chart of Cancer for June 2020. Remembering and knowing that all spirit messages are timeless, yet and still we ask for June 2020. And however you work that out is fine with us. Thank you. With accuracy, clarity, and truth, for their highest, latest, and brightest good. Absolutely love and adore them. So we're going to pull a main message for you, Cancer, to find out what is the overall energy that you're working with during the month of June 2020. A point of focus, a situation. Let's go ahead and see what wants to come out for you. Okay, this one. You've got a Moonology card. It says, be bold and make the first move, the cardinal moon. So Cancer, there's something on your mind. And you've got to step up, be the first one to make a move, make that phone call, put it into action. You got to take the first step and put it into action if you want it to come about for you. No sitting back waiting for somebody else to make things happen. It's time for you to make things happen, Cancer. So let's see. As you go into June 2020, what energy will you be holding in regards to making this first move? And the card for you there is the High Priestess. You know what you need to do, but there's a problem having some follow through. Let's look at the advice to help you get where you're trying to be, to help you bring this into your experience and your reality. The advice is the King of Swords. You're going to have to make the phone call. You're going to have to communicate. If you follow this advice, how will you walk out of June? How will this energy affect you walking out of June? The Ace of Swords. Fresh starts, new beginning, new ideas, clarity, truth. Honoring your own truth. The bottom of the deck is the Five of Swords. So we're dealing with a situation, Cancer, in which there was a separation due to a toxic energy. Somebody was not willing to take the healing. Somebody was not willing to take the opportunity to create a change. And so whatever plans were there had been rearranged. Something changed. Somebody walked away from a low vibration. Somebody let go of a low vibration. So let's clarify these cards. We're going to use the Hermetic Tarot. And I'll pull some cards to see more about this. Show me more about what this High Priestess energy is coming into June 2020. Because Cancer is being asked to make the first move. To step out on faith, to be bold, to go where you've never gone before in order to get what you've never had before. And you got to be willing to step out. So let's see, why is this High Priestess here as June 2020 starts up for Cancer? All right, first clarifier we have is the King of Wands, the call to action. Also, we have with it the Nine of Cups. You got to go get what you want. What you want. You found what you want. You found something that delights you, but you've got to be willing to go get it. You got to make that first step. You got to go ahead and go after what you want. Universe can offer you what you wanted all day long, but if you won't pick it up, it doesn't really matter. Okay? It doesn't really matter what magic is being worked out for you if you won't believe and let that work out for you and accept it. So High Priestess coming in with the King of Wands and the Nine of Cups saying, it's time to go for what I want because you have to be bold and make the first move. Let's get some more clarifiers over this High Priestess for you, Cancer. You have the Hierophant and the Two of Swords. Oh, is there a stalemate between you and a Taurian? Is this about you not wanting to face up to some life lessons here? Because this is giving me this Two of Swords is giving me a very strong refusing to see energy. There's a refusal to communicate, a refusal to see. So it's like, even though this opportunity to take what you really wish for is on the table, it's like you're not doing the follow through as far as you don't want to see the life lessons that are in this. You don't want to see the life. So you got to first create the change here. You've got to take the first move. The universe is only going to give you what you allow yourself to receive. And if you're not willing to look at things from another perspective, if you're not willing to take the life lessons as they've been shown to you, then, you know, how can we deliver to you this wish that's all ripe and ready for you? It's something you've been waiting for, though. Okay, some of you are dealing with issues regarding motherhood or your mother. Some of you are dealing with issues regarding some sort of secret, regarding spiritual awareness. Some of you are being called forward to go and teach, but you don't want to. You don't want to go and teach. Somebody's being called forward to go and teach, but you're having a problem with the going and teaching because you haven't applied the life lessons that Source God has given to you to apply for your own life first. So let's look at the advice is the King of Swords here. The King of Swords is your advice. And this is saying, you know, you're going to have to follow through with that communication. You're going to have this conversation. Difficult conversation needs to be had. Let's see some more about this. We have the Devil. Toxicity. We mentioned toxicity way back when we were looking at this Five of Swords at the bottom of the deck. We mentioned the toxicity that was left behind. Another choice was made, saying, I'm not holding on to this toxic situation. I'm letting it go. Okay, but the Devil is here. Somebody fell for the same old thing that has kept them from moving forward before. That's what I'm getting with that Devil energy. That's why it's toxic for you, Cancer, because this is a restriction, self-imposed restriction that's keeping you from fulfilling your own purpose and going for what's available for you, what you have prayed and wished for. We have the Six of Wands here, saying that if you would take the advice to have this conversation that is very difficult for you to have, maybe this is somebody deciding to go get some help for some counseling for some issue from your childhood or some habit, some addiction of some sort. Somebody has a sexual addiction. Somebody's got a drug addiction. Somebody just has a big addiction to fear. And you're always finding reasons to be in fear. And it's saying that if you'll take this advice and look into this and do the work, whether it's by seeking out counsel with this King of Swords, getting some advice, having the conversation, it's going to create a better situation for you. Let's get some more on this. We have the Magician and we have the Eight of Swords. Yes, this will help change your energy, change your point of focus in this energy. When you do this, this is you taking and being active, being proactive rather than just reactive to things and choosing the same reaction that has kept you in a standstill. See, this is a stalemate. This is a standstill. Something was in a standstill and you're being advised to push through. With the Eight of Swords, you push through fear. You push through confusion. And you push through intuitively and with your power. So somebody's having a hard time to carry something out. Why? Because you have the tendency to stay stuck in your head and you can only see the worst outcome. But yeah, this is saying, no, you need to counteract that with a bold step, because what's happening within you is you're confusing fear, which is actually a safeguard, with doubt, hesitancy, reluctance, or nervousness, because they resonate in the same chakra area of your body. They are easily confused, and so you're being guided here to confront the situation, say what's really going on. You got something to say, it's important. You need to get it out. With the Magician and the Devil coming out over here like they are, I just see that you have the ability at this time to really overcome any restrictions, limitations, any beliefs that were holding you in a can't do attitude, in a low vibration, keeping you. Somebody is overcoming depression in this because they simply are realizing, I hear somebody is realizing how they actually have benefited from some of the things that they went through in the past. And that's changing point of focus, helping you to overcome a severe depression. That's there for somebody. But the communication has to be had. It needs to be, this conversation has to be had. Now, is this a conversation with your higher self, with Love Source Goddess? Is this a conversation with another person? Let's see what it is you're being moved forward to. We have the Ace of Swords as you leave June 2020. And so the prediction is that come the end of June 2020, you will have done this work. You will honor your truth. You will say what's on your mind. And that's a victory for you. The Ace of Swords is a victory card. So that will be a win for you. You'll take a win. A win in what? A win in life lessons. Absolutely. It will be a spiritual win for you for sure. So let's go ahead and clarify, why is the Ace of Swords here for Cancer for June 2020? Coming out with the Queen of Cups. So Cancer, there you are. And combined with the Strength card. So Cancer, you will have increased your strength, your spiritual strength. I feel like you will have increased your spiritual strength. You will have honored your intuition, as your intuition is what's guided you to have this conversation in the first place anyway, right? So that's going to strengthen your intuitive muscle, because every time you heed its counsel and pay attention to your intuition and follow its advice, that muscle is strengthened. Every time you reject it, that muscle is desensitized and atrophied. Long enough of ignoring your intuition will cause the atrophy of the spiritual intuitive muscle. Okay. Queen of Pentacles and the Princess of Wands is at the bottom of the deck, or is at the final two clarifiers. The bottom of the deck right now is the 10 of Pentacles for the clarifying deck. Okay. So as you leave June 2020, you have the conversation. Intuition is heightened. Intuition knows that you're being more receptive. So Love Source God, creator of all that ever is, will be, or could be, is delivering these messages to you intuitively. And you're going to invite, as a result of clearing the air about this whole situation, and with some of you with this 10 of Pentacles being at the bottom of the deck, is definitely a family type situation where the air needs to be cleared. Somebody needs to honor their boundaries, state their boundaries, speak up for themselves. You're going to invite some new opportunities come into your life to do some new things that you had not seen before. I also see you receiving a gift, and you're going to hear some really good words. You're going to be invited to some sort of celebration. You're going to be hearing about a celebration in the month of July. So maybe this is you having a birthday party, or, oh, you could, I'm not going to say that. We're going to leave that alone because that would ruin it. But there's a gift coming, a gift of love coming to you. And it's like you open up this whole new energy with this Princess of Wands here. A whole new energy is available for you to exist within, where it's easier for you now to state your boundaries. First, define your boundaries. These are my deal breakers. These are what I need. These are what I require. This is what works for me. Then there's this also newness around your ability to honor those boundaries and put them out there, make them known. So where you used to be real timid and shy about saying, look, well, you know, maybe, do you think possibly you might be able to just, it would be nice if you would. Instead, now you're going to speak more like, well, look, this is what will work for me. And if that'll work for you, then maybe we can make it work together. But if it doesn't work for you, I understand. And I wish you all the best type of energy. Okay. So I'm just going to pull the next card off at the top of the Combined Romance Angels and Moonology deck to get a closing message for you, Cancer. I want to thank you for being at this time. Okay. It says balance, spirituality, and practicality. Full moon in Pisces. Yes. You got to act in the real world. So you can pray all day long. You can meditate till the sun comes up 100 million times if you want. But the thing of it is, at some point, that spiritual practice is going to pull you to apply it in your physical reality, to actually make use of what you have like it's going to move you towards what you have requested. So, Cancer, it's important for you to remember June 2020, that yes, Spirit is everything, but at some point, Spirit is going to give you direction to step out of your comfort zone and go catch what you wanted, because it's available for you. And you've been brought along to get to this point where you can align with these things. You had to be trained into that frequency, into that vibration, so you could be a resonant match to receive these things. Okay, so it's time to take this bold step. So I do feel like it has to do something with a communication. So the communication could be anything from writing a letter, making a phone call, sending a DM, posting a meme, creating some sort of pamphlet or literature. Okay, so those are just some of the ways that could come through. For some of you, it's a conversation that needs to be had. The zodiac signs that come up are earth signs, water signs. We have the air signs here as well. We have the Leo, we have the Taurus, and the Virgo. So anywhere where those are resonant, put your information in the comments where you find resonance. Let me know, and let me know how many viewers this video had when you found it. And you can cross-watch for the people that you're interested in your life. You can watch your sun sign, moon sign, rising sign, north node, and Venus to get more information. Okay? So until next time, that's what I have for you now. Love you. Laters.